Imagine a world where humans had superpowers. Sounds exciting, right? But what if everyone had their own unique abilities? Let's dive into this amazing scenario and see how it might play out. First off, let's consider what superpowers people might have. Some might have super strength, like lifting cars or breaking through walls with ease. Picture someone at the gym trying to bench press 300 pounds and suddenly, they lift it with one finger. It'd be impressive, but also quite embarrassing for the gym equipment. Then there are the speedsters. These folks could run so fast that they'd break the sound barrier. Imagine someone zipping through traffic and causing cars to honk and swerving everywhere. People would be running to work in mere seconds, but crossing the street might turn into a dangerous game of dodgeball with the Flash. Next up are the telepathic people. They could read minds and communicate without talking. Think of all the awkward situations this could cause. You're at a restaurant, and you think, I hope my date likes me. Suddenly, your date says, I can read your mind, and yes, I do like you. Talk about taking away the mystery and suspense. On the other hand, imagine someone with the power of invisibility. This could get pretty interesting. You could sneak into movies for free or play hilarious pranks. But it could also get out of hand. Like, someone could be invisible in a bathroom, and well, let's just say that might lead to some very confusing moments. Now, let's think about people who can control elements like fire, water, or air. A fire controller could start cooking up a storm without ever touching the stove. But they'd need to be careful not to accidentally roast their own house. Water controllers could create rain on demand, making droughts a thing of the past. But they'd also need to handle endless complaints about ruined picnics and spontaneous wet t-shirt contests. What about people with the ability to heal others instantly? Hospitals would have fewer patients, and doctors would be out of a job. You'd have people getting sick just to experience the thrill of instant recovery. Oh no, I've got a cold. Don't worry, I'll heal you in a sec. It would turn common colds into an adventure sport. Teleportation is another exciting power. You could be in Paris for breakfast and Tokyo for dinner. But let's be honest, teleporting to the wrong location could be a disaster. Oops, I meant to go to the beach, but I ended up in the middle of a cactus field. Having superpowers might sound like a dream, but it could also lead to some hilarious problems. Super strong people might break everything they touch, speedsters might end up crashing into each other, and telepaths could overhear way too much information. And let's not forget the poor souls who have to deal with all these superpowered individuals. But with great power comes great responsibility. Some people might use their abilities for good, like stopping crime or helping the environment. Others, well, they might use their powers for pranks and personal gain. Imagine the chaos if everyone started using their powers to win at sports or cheat in games. Governments would have to create new laws and rules to manage all these superpowered individuals. Special zones might be set up for people to use their powers safely. And superheroes would need to be trained to handle all kinds of situations, from saving kittens stuck in trees to stopping giant robots. Superpowers would also change the way we live our everyday lives. Shopping might become a lot easier with teleportation. Instead of standing in long lines, you could just teleport straight to the front. But be careful not to teleport into the middle of a shopping spree. And think about the job market. Superpowers could lead to some unusual careers. People might get paid to be professional pranksters, superheroes, or even elemental chefs. Imagine a restaurant where the chef cooks with fire and water powers. The menu might be very different from what we have today. Traveling would also become much easier. You could teleport to any place in the world, visit friends in different countries, or just have a quick vacation in the blink of an eye. No more long flights or jet lag. Schools would have to adapt to teach kids how to control and use their powers safely. There might be new subjects like advanced telekinesis or fire control 101. Students would learn how to handle their abilities responsibly and avoid accidents. With everyone having superpowers, there might also be a greater sense of unity. People would need to work together to handle big problems and challenges. Superpowers could bring people closer and create new opportunities for cooperation and teamwork. However, the balance of power could become an issue. Those with the strongest abilities might dominate or create conflicts. Managing superpowered individuals would require careful planning and fairness to avoid creating inequality or disputes. And of course, with so many incredible abilities around, there would be countless stories and legends about the amazing feats people performed. The world would be full of superhero tales, and everyone would have their own favorite heroes and their superpowered adventures. In the end, having superpowers could transform our world in ways we can only imagine. It would bring new opportunities and challenges, fun and chaos, and a whole new way of living. Whether it would be a dream come true or a hilarious mess, one thing is for sure: the world would never be the same again. And there you have it! A glimpse into a world where everyone has superpowers, filled with humor, excitement, and endless possibilities.